here from Scouting Wide, best roughies in the business. So Timmo, we had a winner last week. You got off the Tom Melbourne streak.
Yeah, produced a winner at good odds too. Got $15 earlier in the week and got a run up on the inside and just kept going for us, which was great.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, let's move on to this week's tips.
Yep.
All right, we're going to start up in the Gold Coast. So the Winter Carnival's coming up in the Gold Coast, up in Brisbane. So we're going to go Gold Coast race 4, number 4, Snippets Land.
Yeah, look, this horse has been in the track 4 times for 4 minor places. Hasn't got up there, but certainly shows a lot of promise at the track. First up at Canberra in the National Sprint. Went within a bob of winning that race, which is a good form race for this. And last start, just disregard it. 2 starts back, it was pretty good. It was a good 6. Don't read too much into form. But last start, they dropped it back in distance. It was a bit of a freshen up / pipe opener for this 1600 metre race, and you can certainly see it bobbing up around the 650 mark.
Yeah, sounds good. It's been up to the Winter Carnival a couple of times this thing, so keep an eye out for it. Snippets Land. All right, we move on to race 7, number 5, Marble.
Yeah, look, this horse last start on a heavy track, it didn't really suit. If you go back 2 runs ago down at Rose Hill, beat the older horses, which is a big thing for 3-year-olds. Beat them by 3.5 lengths. There were some good old seasoned campaigners in that race, which is good for a 3-year-old. And it's around the $8.50 mark. And I certainly can see this Sydney sider bobbing up in some good races later on. So I'm happy to take $8.50 here.
Yeah, it likes a dry track. It's 3 from 4 on a dry track, so it should be dry up there this weekend.
Yep.
All right, let's move down to Adelaide. So there's some big races coming up down in Adelaide. So Adelaide race 3, Calderon.
Yeah, look, this horse, they thought a lot of it. They bought it from overseas. It's in a second up prep in Australia. They thought that much of it. They started in the Group 1 Caulfield Stakes in the spring against Galo Chop, which is a good form race for this. They've dropped the bar a little bit for it here. Home track of Tony McAvoy, and it's around the $17, so that's good each way value for us.
Yeah, it sounds good. And the favourite's going around at the 1600 for the first time as well, so that'll be a test for it. So like the odds there, Timmo. All right, let's move on to Adelaide race 5, number 9, Concealer.
Yeah, look, this horse is the winner at the track and distance. It's its home track again. 2 starts back was a good winner, leading all the way. And last start, got within 2 lengths of a pretty good one, Whispering Brook, which will go around in the Group 1 later on. So that's pretty good form.
Yeah, it's Tony McAvoy's horse as well, and he loves an Adelaide race, so you'll want to make a mark down there at Adelaide. All right, let's move on to race 6, number 1, Aloisa.
Yeah, look, this horse is a Group 1 winner in the 1,000 Guineas in the spring. Was super impressive. Had big wraps on it for the autumn. Didn't quite live up to them. There was a couple of good runs in there. Run 3rd in a Group 1 in the 2,000 metre race for the fillies and mares. Drops back in a bit of grade here, going to Adelaide from the Sydney Carnival. They can certainly see it bobbing up at the $8.
Yeah, it had a couple of good wins last prep, so $8 is pretty good value there. All right, we're going to move on to race 7, number 8, Miss Gunpowder.
Look, this thing's $35. It's a pretty red hot race. I went for a bit of value here. There's some pretty good horses in it, but this horse has had 8 starts at the track for 2 wins in 3 seconds, which is pretty good stats for us. Last start, absolutely blew them away. Just sat behind the speed and kicked clear at the turn. From barrier 6, can certainly see it getting a soft run and hopefully produces for us at $35.
Yeah, good each way odds there. For it's in a pretty difficult race, but we'll take the each way odds.
Yeah.
All right, and finally we're going to move down to Melbourne. So Melbourne race 8, number 3, Turn It Around.
Yeah, look, this horse has had 11 starts at the track for 7 top 2 finishes. A couple of wins in there as well. So, look, there's a lot of stage resuming in this race, which certainly it should have the fitness edge. This is its 3rd run back from a prep. And the class in the race is Boom Time, coming back from Japan, a Japan Cup run. But hopefully the flight's taken a bit out of him, and with the fitness, this horse bobs up for us around the $8 mark.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, Timmo. Well, guys, listen, we've got some exciting news. We're going to start up our charity bet. We spoke about it not too long ago. We've kind of been waiting to see if we could get a sponsor on board for it, but we thought, what the hell, we're going to get involved with it ourselves. So stay tuned for our video on our upcoming charity bet, guys, and happy punting.
And gamble responsibly. Thank you.